Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Some desperation has set in quickly, but that is to be expected when one of your loved ones have been taken. They've been taken and you haven't heard anything. So it's different when people do like ransom and all of that stuff, but there's literally been nothing. Nobody is saying anything, and it just is a standstill. Chelsea is just gone, and that's just it. So it's nerve wracking. So I see where the desperation was set in at, but it's causing us to make some bad decisions that have nothing to do with this situation, but they're definitely going to affect some other situations that are going on beyond these gates. Hello, everybody. Hello. Now, see, y'all got me up. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Julia. Hi, KB. Yes, we are back. Y'all got me up. 1 o'clock in the morning. It is 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, my time. But, oh, this is so good. See, I didn't even fight with y'all. And I got an early morning tomorrow. I got to get up early. I got some things to do. But, baby, I didn't even fight with y'all. I was like, y'all want to talk? Okay, so y'all want to stay up? I'm game. I'm a vampire. Anyway, just a little vampire. And I shut the other live down, and there were some people that had some other questions for me. Hopefully some of them will take a chance to come in here with us, and I can kind of lead them with what their questions were. So y'all see me jump in and out if they come in. But like I said, some desperation is starting to settle in, and people are making some bad decisions. Kat, I love you, but see, you girl, sit your ass down. You just did too much. You ran over there, left Jacob, and I know Jacob get on your nerves because he just be doing. Oh, God, Jacob. Anyway, but you ran over there to Joey Armstrong. You ran your butt over there to Joey Armstrong. I said, Kat. But in her defense, she don't really know what Joey really gives. Like, all they know is that Joey's a bad man. He is. And here's the thing. Let me tell y'all. So let me talk about my Joey for a minute. Joey, I never disliked Joey. Okay? I never disliked Joey. Joey, he a crook. He's a crook. He's a deviant. He is just bad news. But I always pinned him as he's about money. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. He ain't going to deal with it too much unless there's some nice, nasty, dirty money to get into. But it's really not that for Joey. Joey, you ain't shit. Joey, you a bastard. You want to break up marriages. You get off on having people under your thumb. There's a problem with that. There's a problem with that. See, it's not just about money. It's not just about power. It's just about you got a dark soul. You really do. You have a dark soul, and you get off on playing the bad guy. You want people to be afraid of you. You want to pump fear into people. Yeah, you got an issue. I think that he likes the fact that in Fairmont Crest, most people have so much on their table that they got things to lose. So they ain't trying to get into it like that with him because they got enough money to get Joey handled. The Duprees got enough money to get Joe. And I believe that they're a family that they believe in getting their way. But yeah, they really don't get into the, having folks floating in the huts and stuff. It just kind of happens sometimes because that's what needs to happen. But they run around like they also scared of Joey. Y'all got enough money to do Joey. Y'all really do. Y'all really do. Because what other connections do Joey have other than the connections that he's made for himself? Like, they never said that Joey is connected to the mob, but I guess that he probably is. But Joey could be taken down. Joey could be taken down. And the way he acts, he probably need to be. The way he goes at Doug, what? Doug better than me, because I have him and Vanessa floating in the Hudson. Okay? Because that heifer is disrespectful. Child, I was scared that Joey might put her on the corner. That heifer ain't going on no corner. She looked real cute in that little dress there, didn't she? She come tipping in there with her cute little hairstyle. I said, girl, you doing, she way out of her realm. She's way out of her realm. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't believe Joey actually got any information that's really even going to help them. Because, see, the type of conversation him and Martin ended up having, the Cat, before Cat got home, Chelsea should have been home. The way he got them bent over now, I think all these events are going to cause Cat to eventually enter into law enforcement, become a PI or a lawyer. Joey is probably going to be her breaking point. I don't know. Maybe. She's so pampered, though. She's so pampered. She's so pampered. Child, listen. Everybody but Jacob. Jacob is the only clean one, and he aggravated. Jacob is the Karen of Fairmont Crest. But what's going to happen with Jacob? See, Jacob is going to have, Jacob and his business and the way he goes about things is going to have his fine ass daddy take down half the force, child. Listen, let me tell you something about Elon, honey. Elon, if they mess with Jacob, Elon will turn this whole he'll turn that whole department out. Elon will go after Joey. I believe Elon will go up in Joey, honey. I really do. Let him mess with Joey, with Jacob. And I believe Elon will do Joey's ass something different. Him and Marcellus, they be playing with Marcellus. Marcellus is cutthroat and cold in the mother. I like that daggone Marcellus. He funny to me. He really is. You see, listen, let's get into Marcellus, because this episode ain't have no whole lot in it. So let's just talk, shall we? When I saw Marcellus at that press conference and he snatched old boy up, the way he snatched him out that window, he went out the window like, I was like, bye, girl. From there, I was like, yes, Marcellus. That Marcellus do not play. He do not play. And I kept saying, Jacob better stop playing with Marcellus. Because he just kept on with that man. Just kept on picking and kept on picking. But Smitty was going to be the one to be eating his bootstraps, honey. Because I said, Smitty, you just keep on playing, honey. You keep playing. You keep being all sassy, honey. You're going to be sassy with swollen lips. You better stop playing. But yeah, when he got rid of old boy, he snatched him out that window so quick and fast. I said, bye, girl. Child. Yeah, I believe if somebody do something to hurt Jacob, Elon will turn that whole department out. That whole department out. Yes, indeed. So we got this. Martin actually agreed to Joey's terms. This whole thing of, I'll tell you what I want and when I want it. And all that. I said, Chase. No, Chase talking about Marcel Malone is kind of sexy. He's a good looking old man. He really is. He's a good looking old dude. What they call him? They call him Timu Shaft. Said y'all gonna get up off him like that. No, wait a minute. Y'all can get up off his back. But he's a good looking older guy. He really is. He's a good looking older guy. He's more of a silver fox than Joey. Yeah, Joey ain't nothing. Joey don't look like shit. Joey don't look like nothing. And let's really get into it. Let's really get into it. Vanessa ain't no Morgan Fairchild. She alright. She alright, but she ain't no Morgan Fairchild. What's her name? What's her name? Danny's girlfriend. That's a sharp old broad. Danny's girlfriend, I can't think of her name right now, but Danny's bestie. I think she's sharp. That redhead, baby, she's sharp to me. She is sharp to me. And she be together and she be rolling through like she's like $1 million. Yeah, I dig her. Pam, that's her name, Pamela. Yeah, I think Pam is sharp. I think Pam is sharper than Vanessa. Yeah, Pam is sharper than Vanessa. And baby, they ain't got nothing for Nicole. Ain't none of them got nothing for Nicole. Ronnie D, you had a question for me at the other when we were in the other chat. Any questions that you have on the booking stuff, just send me the question to my email. So just send your questions over to treasuretravel@yahoo.com, and I'll answer any questions that you have on any of that stuff over there. Just shoot me an email and ask me what you want to ask me, and we'll go there. I was hoping that you would come in. Okay? So just shoot me an email over, and whatever questions you have on that whole situation, I'll answer whatever questions you have on that. Yeah, so yeah, I do. There's some really good looking people. Like, we have a beautiful cast. We really do. We got a really beautiful cast of people here. They really be getting it. And I'm liking what they're doing, because Naomi was just kind of draining me. I was like, girl, what is some of these looks? But they got Naomi looking good. I love her little get up during this little piece right here. And I noticed that Naomi has some slick ass leather pieces. That's the one thing that I've noticed about Naomi. Whoever the stylist folk are, the wardrobe, they put very interesting pieces of leather on Naomi. Naomi got on a leather obi that is so damn sharp. Because I keep looking at it and I'm like, I don't see where she got into it and where she got out of it. Does it have a zipper in it? Is it snapping closed? Is it tying closed? But that obi she got around her waist is black leather, and it's everything. And she's wearing the shit out of it. Every time they put her into a piece of leather, it's something very interesting, and it just looks so good on her. And they finally getting her hair together. She looked really good in this little place that they got her at right now. She's looking good. The Articulates is coming back. Did y'all catch that? Because I was like, I hope they don't just throw them out of the storyline. You know what I mean? But no, they're coming back because Anita was talking to what's the old mouthy one? Tracy. She was talking to Tracy, and Tracy was ready to fly back in, and she told her, no, just stay put in Chicago, this, that, and the other. She said, yeah, there's something else, and I'll discuss that with you after we get through this, which is the whole issue of Miss Dana. So, baby, them Articulates is going to come back together, I believe, and they're going to handle Miss Dana, honey. Yeah. They're going to, yeah. I think the girls is going to come back together for Miss Dana, because you playing games. And did you see what she brought her behind over to that house? She didn't even know Chelsea's name. I said, girl, you just come, and she's that one, just turn the knife. I said, girl, you going to make Anita beat your behind. You really are. You're going to make Anita whoop you up, honey. She come in there with that plan and say, oh, yeah, that's the girl's name, whatever her name is. Oh, God, yes. And she liked to play with the Lord. I said, you better stop it. They're going to get you. Vernon told her, he said, let me handle this. He said, thank you, but it's time for you to go. Get ready to throw her out of there. He's sick of her. He done got sick of her ass. She is funny, Julia, but she need her. Wasn't Elon getting ready to talk to Joey when Kat went to see him? Probably. I was trying to do a couple things at one time because Kat had done got on my nerves. When I seen her walking there messing with the Joey thing, I was like, oh, God damn. But yeah, Mama is ready to lay hands upon old girl. She's doing too much. But then Bill come through. She talked all that smack. Now, Bill, that was kind of, it was not the time. It was mean. It was mean, but something that I would have did. She was getting them together. She was getting them together. And he picked her. He said, may I? They said, picked her right up off her feet. Picked her right up off her feet and carried her out just as nice and sat her on the porch. I said, sat her rotten ass right on that porch. And that's, Bill is like tall. Like Bill is sexy tall. He is huge. He really is. He's huge. He picked her old right behind it, took her on, hoisted her on out of there, and then Vernon slammed the door in her face. She's still talking. I said, girl, bye. They just disposed of her. She be doing too much. And then when Bill, I felt a kind of way, y'all. Because Bill be getting on my nerves, but I do like Bill. I like Bill. He a mess. Whenever Bill went in there and fell right on into Anita's arms, I said, look at that. Baby, the family is just slowly but surely doing just like this. 2 snaps. So you trying to get into my business. You say you love tall men. It's weird. I have this very strange thing about me. Mid-range men, I just be like, whatever. I like men that are really, really short or really, really tall. Something about the ones in the middle, I just be like, whatever. But when they're real tall or they're short, something about them. I don't know. But he's tall, like he's tall, like climb tall. Like, yeah. I said, oh, Bill. I loved Bill back when he was on Queen Sugar. When he was on Queen Sugar, please. Sharp. He's sharp. He's good looking, old fool. Yeah, he's sharp. She just said like a tree. Pretty much. But he plays his part. He really does. He fits his part, his stature, like how short and small Danny and Haley are versus how tall he is. It's a good look. It's a good look. It really is. It's a good look. Paired perfectly. And he'd be clean. And them suits was all custom because he's huge. He's huge, long old legs and arms and stuff. You said I'm a guy, LGBT. Okay, 2 snaps. I always thought you was a girl. Okay, well, and there was nothing that you said. There's nothing that you actually said that made me think. I don't know. I just thought you were a girl, but that's okay. All right, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. But that's okay. You can still climb home. I intend to, so you can still climb home. You can still climb, money. Have you seen his video? What video? What video, Ronnie? Child, I love you back. I don't know what video you talk about, Ronnie, but I'm sure go find it if it got to do with old Bill. Honey. Yes, indeed. Honey. Anyway, so there'll be an answer that'll come up in a second. So they threw her butt out of there. He fell over there into Anita's arms, and I can't lie, I felt a kind of way. I was like, oh, okay, there we go. But that's all he ever want from them. Self-gratification. Okay. I'm in Harrisburg. I always let you know. Yeah, because you're right up the road, child. Harrisburg is pretty. And I thought Harrisburg was going to be boring. I went to Harrisburg. I had a good old time up there to the Harrisburg. I mean, I did. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. It's pretty though. It's a pretty place. So, that family is coming back together. Haley, I told you, your days is numbered, my dear. Your days are numbered, completely numbered. But I watched that whole dynamic with Andre and Danny. Y'all see that in my thumbnail. Andre and Danny hugging, and then Bill and Haley. And Bill was looking, baby. He is finding out everything today. He done found out that Chelsea's bisexual. He'd have found out that it's Madison, that is her girlfriend. I was like, oh, Bill. If they was killing Bill, honey, all this things like, oh, we're not. Don't nobody be messing with you, bruh. Nobody be messing with you. That's why you don't know nothing that's going on. You know? You say the Dupree's going to need Bill once Leslie starts spending money for schemes. Absolutely. It's all of that. Leslie's going to drive Bill right back to the family, and Haley's going to be out. She's going to be out her day. Y'all, I just said it in the last 3 times I met with y'all. Haley's days are numbered. They are numbered. You said the hair department is really failing Haley, and always have. That long hair does not look cute on her. They need to cut my girl into an old nasty. Haley in a pixie would be everything. Everything. If they cut that, because she's a cute little lady. She really is. She built like a brick shit house. She's a cute little lady. If they cut Haley into a pixie, and if they color it, oh, please. She would literally start to look like money. She really would. That old long hair, it makes her look like she don't know what she's doing, which is perfect for the character. She's trying to be something that she's not. So you got $1,700 worth of hair hanging on your head that ain't got no business being there. If they cut that broad into a pixie and take her either red or blonde, Haley would light Fairmont Crest up. She would light it up. She would be so sharp. But that's later on down the road. They'll do that later down the road. Because right now, her hair is perfect. It'd be a mess. It'd be a mess. A hot mess. Say Bill will not have time for Haley. At all. At all. And you see how his face was. His eyes squinted up there. I said, boy, you better watch it, honey. His eyes got so squinted. I said, can you see, honey? He is over there looking at Andre, hugging on Danny. And then Ashley had to bring her rotten $25 behind on over there, and she looking at Andre and then still throwing shade. Girl, shut up. Shut up. I'm so sick of her. I'm sick of her and her boyfriend. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of her and Derek. They getting on my nerves. They really are. So tired of them. But yeah, her feelings is all her. Girl, you ain't got nothing for Miss Danny. Quit. You say a pussycat wig. Right. Wow. I'm an Ashley who can't stand Ashley. Okay. She is aggravating, ain't she, Ashley? She is so irritating. And she just looked like $25 worth of something or other. Just irritating. She get on my nerves. So Haley and Caroline are friends. They're trying to create a friendship, but Caroline sees through her. Caroline looks at Haley. She knows she lying about that pregnancy and that. And I believe she's collecting. I believe she's collecting to make sure that she got what she need against Bill, because she know how he get down. She gonna be ready for Bill if he ever come for her. She know where all the bodies is buried. Hey James, I wish I could have been in that scene with Bill. I would have mind hugging on his tall, handsome ass. I know that's right, Arkansas Tina. He fine, ain't he? He really is sharp. He really is sharp. He's sharp. Let me think. What else was in there that got okay? So the Chelsea and old crazy girl thing. All right. Like I told y'all yesterday, I was glad that they approached the inappropriate advances. I'm glad we didn't stick into that till it got icky. Like she shut her down and they kind of moved it along. So I was glad of that. I didn't want to get uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because that stuff, that's uncomfortable. You know, and definitely for daytime TV, that's uncomfortable. We see some of that stuff in movies, and if it's really a hot spot, if it's too involved, we'd be like, oh, okay. I don't want to see nobody be violated. That's just not cool. Not cool, but it's real life. It's what happens. Chelsea's not keeping her wits about her, though. She keeps snapping out and stuff. She keeps snapping out. Yeah. You said there's a window room. Break it, scream, hope someone outside here. But there ain't nobody outside, though, Cheap. There ain't nobody outside. They're like out And because they're basically like in the burbs anyway. So she's even further into the suburbs. So there's nobody around. Breaking a window, she would probably end up cutting herself, or I'd say stay away from the windows. Stay away from the windows. It gives me very cabin in the woods type of situation. The whole setup gives me misery. So I don't care how much noise she makes. I don't think anybody will hear her. Why doesn't Chelsea drag the bed to the phone? Is it real brass? I don't know. Why don't she just choke her with the chain? Because the chain is long enough to choke her. And when she said that she actually has, that her dad taught her, I was like, girl, get that chain and Lucy Lou her ass, honey, around her neck and take her on out, honey. Because you ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nothing but time. Tie that chain right around her neck if you can get her down. Because she light in the ass. She done kicked her over. She kicked her over. When she kicked her over, I about fell out on this floor in here. I said, she did not just kick her down on the ground like that. So she light in the ass. Go wrap that chain around her neck and take her on out of here, honey. Ain't no need. What you worried about her? She keeps slipping and saying different little things about like death and stuff. Baby, I've been and choked her out, honey. You might think about her. She's stupid. She's stupid. I don't know. Just very interesting. So, like I said, I think that the articulate's going to be back. I love that Haley's being pushed further and further out, and it's bothering her a lot. A lot. I hate this little agreement that Martin made, and I kind of get the feeling that what Joey sold ain't much, because again, like I said, for what you're asking, Chelsea should have been home before Kat got home. For what you're asking, y'all know Chelsea is an airhead. She is. She doesn't think about doing anything she should. Yeah, she went through all her black girl magic moments, and then she just got her anger. Now that just tickles me, because her anger at the fact that how dare you, and she keeps going back to that, like literally, how dare you accost me? Like, girl, are you serious? She's quite serious. She's a nut though. She is really a nut. She ain't got the good sense that God gave her. But they close it in on her because she done made some mistakes, like most trolls do. They stupid. Most trolls can't think outside of the last play that they did. They stupid. They stupid. They be thinking they really be doing something. Child, we see you, honey. Just a mess. But I think they're going to get her. I think they're going to get her. But I think they're going to take a little longer. And I think it's all going to be for nothing with the Joey thing. But this episode, it was cool. It was a cool Wednesday episode. It basically was just wrapping things together. And I think we get ready to do some stuff tomorrow. You know, Thursday is always our day. Poor Craig will be swimming with the fishes. Oh, yeah, Joey going to get Craig. Craig is done. And he cute, too. That Craig's going to be done. He going to be done. But he's done but a little trick, honey. He's expendable. Ain't no big deal. Cute little guy. But he should have knew better than be messing around. But some people sell their soul for $2-3. And that's basically what he did. Ain't no way can anybody be telling me, oh, you gonna pretend that you're gonna be. I understand role play and all that. Oh yeah, but we're you're gonna be my husband so I can get her and all that. I wouldn't be involving myself in no mess like that, especially not anybody so high profile as her. Ain't no way you could talk me into no mess like that. If anything go left, you going down. A family like that, a prominent family like that, you're going down. I'm waiting on Randy, Sammy to show back up. I wouldn't be surprised if he and Haley got something really going on for real. She gonna need something because Bill Gary go. Bill Gary go about his business, child. You say time is flying by too. Yeah, Thursday. We're into Thursday. So that's it, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all no more. It's late, and I really don't have anything more to say about this episode. It was cool. It really was cool. It wasn't boring or anything like that. But again, I feel like they're setting us up for a good weekend is what they're basically doing. But Monday and Tuesday were so good that but they don't be leaving us hanging like that. Monday and Tuesday were really, really excellent shows. Really excellent shows. So it is what it is. I'm gonna get on out of here. Y'all go get some rest. I'm going to go get under the water and get myself into a bed somewhere around here so I can get up in the morning. And I will see y'all tomorrow. How's that? All right, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.